Welcome. This morning we are on day 2. Started the little journey yesterday with 90 minutes on Zwift. The weather hasn't been great, so I've come to the conclusion that if it's raining, I'm going to tackle it indoors at the moment. Not too concerned about riding around outside in the rain if I don't have to. This morning, day 2, we're actually going to use the Zwift Gran Fondo program for the moment. Just some general work early on to get some specificity more around cycling, which I haven't been doing a lot of, as opposed to the goal that's in mind. So this morning we're doing what we've got the welcome warm-up, which I think has got about 8 minutes at threshold. So I did a ramp test last week. Reckons my FTP is 271. This will test this out well, I think. I'm not sure whether that's true or not. It seemed a bit high, I thought, but I've always been able to push for a short period of time fairly high, but then blow up. So we'll see how that goes. So I think the main part of it, is 4 by 2 minutes at 100% FTP. Should be fun. Made the espresso. About to dive into it. Here we go. Said in my intro we were doing a 4 by 2 minutes at FTP. That's the wrong session. This one is more like a ramp. Starting at, for me, 220 watts at 4 minutes, then we drop down. We have a 2-minute rest between each, so it's 4, 3, 2, 1, all the way up to a balmy 340 watts, which is not going to be very pleasant because I don't know how I'm going to go. So, bit of a ramp, or descending ramp. Should be fun. Right now it's a nice and casual warm up. Sitting at 113 watts. It's good. Let's see how we go. Alright, we are just over halfway through the first little block, which is there's some endurance work, 175 watts. Heart rate currently 115, 116, which is good. No complaints so far. Alright, halfway through the next set, 80% of FTP. Still a bit of fatigue from the weekend, that's for sure. Heart rate's only 128, 129, but it feels hard. 4 minutes at 220. We'll get through this. But, yeah, see how we go. This would be full fitness. This is 70.3 kind of effort normally. Not right now. Okay, third block, 3 minutes, 90% FTP, which is 260 watts. Things are elevating, as you can hear. Heart rate's still only 145, so probably still some fatigue there. Whew. Legs are okay, not great, but okay. But, yeah, bit of fun. Okay, here we go. They're calling zone 5, 295 watts, about 110, 115% of my FTP. I'm 45, 2 minutes in. This is tough, not much fun, but we're gonna make it. Key with these big power efforts, get your cadence up. I wasn't ready at the start, I wasn't concentrating. Didn't make it a lot harder than it should have been. Alright, that was fun. 60 seconds for 1 minute, God knows how much. It's 340 watts. So it's gonna hurt like hell. But we should be right to get through it. If I can pick the camera up while it's doing it, I'll show you a picture of my face. 340 watts, 30 seconds to go, super high RPM, keep the legs turning. This is not fun. man. Good times, rock and roll. Well, got the main bit out, survived, which was good. You may have heard me mention heart rate's a bit low. Pretty sure I did. Anyway, it seemed to be a little bit suppressed. Assumption is that fatigue from the weekend is still there. Pretty big weekend by standards that I've had over the last 18 months. 145 kilometre 5-hour ride on Saturday, and then a sprint distance triathlon on Sunday, which neither of which I was really in good shape for. The fatigue will suppress your heart rate, so as a general rule, it's the cause of it. So if you're in reasonable shape and all of a sudden you notice that your heart rate's dipped at a certain effort, remains low, it's probably not that you suddenly got fitter. It's probably more that you've got a bit of fatigue running. Be very careful in that state. One day you can manage it. If it stays down, it's time to take a break before you do undo all the good work that you've done physiologically. So just keep that in mind for when you're training. I'm in a 5-minute block here at 205 watts, which is sort of the lower L3A kind of effort, Ironman type effort. Heart rate's about right, but I'm not in any shape to be riding this for too much more than 5 minutes at the moment, especially after that 340 watt lactic bath on a beautiful Tuesday morning. Alrighty, we're all done. That session was about 50 minutes. I tacked an extra 10 or 12 minutes onto the end, just some endurance work. And when you're doing a ride that's going to be over 320 k's in one hit, extra 10 minutes isn't really going to hurt as long as you keep that effort down so you recover. Thanks for checking in and watching the video. Hope you enjoyed it. Hit the like button, be great, subscribe, and we'd really appreciate that. Tell your friends to check it out if you find this interesting. If you want to follow along with the journey, we'll try and hopefully help you learn a few things along the way. We'll catch you all soon. Cheers.